Okay, guys, welcome to the training. Zishan, thank you so much. We are honoured to be in the presence of the man himself who has absolutely crushed this strategy. And I'm so excited that you decided to grab Invincible. Invisible, I should say. We could call it Invincible. It's similar, Invisible, with a dollar sign. And now you're going to get the secret sauce because we've got the man himself who's going to give us a few tips on how we can all make this work for us. So, Zishan, would you like to take it away?
Yeah, sure, Trevor. So basically, as I mentioned, that this Invisible is all about getting traffic from solo ads, right?
Yeah.
And converting that traffic into the leads, email leads, and build the email list at the same time, as well as monetizing the affiliate offers as well. So
Absolutely, yeah.
this is all about. So I'm gonna go and simply share my screen so that I can show you. Wait, share my screen here, and I'm gonna show Chrome and share it. Okay, can you guys?
Yeah, I can. And can I just say, Zishan, I'm not surprised because I know you're a very technical person, but you're the first person I've ever had on a call who hasn't said to me, "How do I share my screen on Zoom?" So well done.
I have a software programming background, so of course I know all these things. So here we are inside the dashboard of Invisible, and so in Invisible, basically on the front end offer, I'm gonna go. First of all, I'm gonna go through the front end offer, right? What they are, and then I'm going to show you how easy it is to just implement the strategies.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to show you my Warrior Plus accounts and those campaigns. I'm going to show you that I am driving traffic on those campaigns, right?
Yeah,
and in the
excellent.
end of the training, I will tell you about the upsells, what are the upsells, and what we have included in the upsells for you guys. Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
So in the front end offer, what we are giving you is we are giving you the trainings. Okay, and inside the training, what we are doing is first of all, not only just I have included the solo ads training, where user can get the traffic from solo ads and stuff. But I have also included some external methods. Most of them are free methods from there where people can go out there and start doing affiliate marketing using those methods as well. And those are free methods, absolutely. And if people are not willing to people are willing to use another methods at the same time, right? Like you and me not only have just like email lists, but sometimes we do Facebook ads, sometimes we do use other things, right?
Yeah.
So I have some other trainings as well that people can get benefit from,
Okay.
Not only
all of this is in the front end, yeah?
This is just in the front end.
Okay.
So we have included that in there. And okay, so if you talk about the solo ads training itself, that I have included almost everything in there, from introduction about what are solo ads and what are the top directories out there, and how you can find a solo ads guide to make sure that his offer his traffic converts, right? He has a buyer's traffic that's going to convert on your offers. Then I have showed in the videos that how to find winning products on Warrior Plus, how to find winning products on ClickBank, how to find winning products on JVZoo. Then you have a winning products. Now I showed them that how they can build up their email list, right? How they can get those traffic that they are getting from solo ads into their email list, right?
Yeah.
So I have included that in there, and giving them the landing page setup to how they can set up the autoresponder code into the opt-in page. And not only that, I'm telling how to do it on the opt-in page, but I'm also giving people the zip file of our opt-in page template here on the front end. So It means they can download the zip file, and inside this video, I've shown them how they can copy paste the code of their autoresponder into the template, and they are ready and they can get it started. Because I realize that, for the opt-in pages, most people cannot afford services like ClickFunnels and Convertly, is because $97 a month subscription is very hard for a person who's a newbie and getting started, right? So keeping that in mind, I have given my personal opt-in page template on the front end to make sure they don't need any sort of third-party service.
I also think, from my point of view, and I'm sure for everybody else that's watching this now that's just got Invisible, it's nice to see the exact squeeze page that you're using, because really this whole strategy is quite simple, isn't it? You know, you buy the clicks, you've got to send them somewhere where they're going to join your list, and then they're going to go off to an offer. So if that part in the middle is kind of made a little bit simpler because otherwise I'd be thinking, what do I put on that page? What does the page look like? You've shown, you know, that, which has been said many, many times as well, that simple squeeze pages are the best. Like there's nothing on there they can do other than put their email address in, right?
Yes. So
a quick question, actually. Sorry, Zeeshan. Do you have their first name and email address, or do you only use their email address?
Yes. So basically, if I show you invisible / sample page, for example.
Yeah.
So because I just put together.
Yeah. So first name, so that you can then follow up with their emails with "Hi, Bob," and
exactly.
rather
so
than just "Hey."
It's the headline, and headline can be changed according to the offer, right? Whatever your offer is that you want them to redirect from this page to there, right? So if it's like an MMO offer, like a make money online offer, so the headline must be something like that, right? And so you can use that kind of headline. And the thing is, the good thing about this page is like it's a mobile responsive page. You can see that it's according to, because most of the traffic is for on mobile as well, right?
Yeah.
So this page, the template I'm giving you is this template. And you can see it's mobile responsive. They can easily, I've shown them how they can edit this line, how they can replace this form with their own form of Aweber. And I've shown everything inside this landing page setup training, you know. So not only am I just giving them the video description, but I'm also giving users the exact zip file of this template to make sure that, you know, they don't have to figure it out by themselves that what to do, you know, they just simply
much easier. I've got another question as well. You mentioned that one of the tricks in this game is to match the vendor with the product, right? Now, obviously, if we're hitting a launch promo, then we already know the product, so we can say to the vendor, is this a good fit for your list? But I suppose there's also vendors where you could say to them, and you may have tried this, but I'm just thinking, could you recommend a product that's converting really well for your list at the moment? And they might give you like a ClickBank product that's evergreen or something that converts well for the list. Is that a strategy that could work?
Okay, so let me just tell you what I personally do. Okay, so first of all, I will like to show you that we have put together for this specific purpose, we have put together a software also in the front end, right? And this software calls the Solo Finder. So what we are doing is we have different niches here and almost covered all the top niches like internet marketing, make money online, health and fitness, social media, travel, dating, and personal development, right? So most of the products, you know, lies in these niches mainly, right? So if you, for example, go in the internet marketing niche and you just simply click internet marketing. So what we have done is there are so many solo ads directories out there, right? Like Udemy is there, like Solo AdX is there, and many directories are there. And on each directory, if you go, you'll find hundreds of people there. They have their listings out there that buy solo ads from us, right? So what we have done is for our people that has never been done before is that we have created a software that from inside where we are only showing people the top vendors that their traffic converts. That is the best thing. So for example, in the internet marketing niche, you can see we are showing people 194 results, right? So let me just give you a brief description of these results. So for example, this result came number 1, right? And if you see, this is the price of a click that this person is willing to give, right? So for example, if you buy a solo ads from him, he's going to charge you 69 cents per click, right? And here you can see how many people has given him a positive thumbs up, right? A positive review. So almost 1,300 people, right, have given him a positive review. But there is one more thing here that you can see, it's 51%, right? So let me tell you what this 51% is. So let's say these 1,300 people has bought traffic from him, right? So out of 1,300 people, 51% of people said that they have got the sales from his traffic. So it means that his traffic is converting for 50% of the people who bought the traffic from him. So this is a very, very huge. So huge thing that you now know that at least 50% of the people they are buying traffic from him, they are generating sales.
Yeah.
So which is very good point. And that's what our software is doing. Our software is sorting out the top vendors in every single niche. Like this vendor you see, he's getting, all his buyers are getting 25% of his buyers are getting sales. 21% of the buyers are getting sales. 20% of the buyers are getting sales. So we have just do this work for people where people spend most of the time searching, hours. It requires literally hours if you go out there and do it manually. Like you have to go there and finding the right ones in the listing of thousands of people is time consuming, right? So that's why we have created this software. It's showing in every single niche, it shows the top quality vendors there. So you can simply click to this vendor, go there and buy from them right now. And there's one more technique I would definitely like to say. Even though you know that this offer, let's say you have an offer that you wanted to promote, that is an internet marketing offer, right?
Yeah.
But at the time when you are buying, let's say I want to buy from this guy Khalid, right? And I want to buy a solo ad, I have an offer. So before I buy from him, all I need to do is I have to add him on Facebook first and message him first, okay? There are two reasons for that. First reason is before I give him my offer link, if I contact him and give my offer link, and then I can ask him that if those 51% of the people who got sales have this similar kind of offer, so that way my getting sales, the probability of getting sales will increase more, right? Is because if he approves the offer, that he says, yes, this is kind of offer that's going to convert for me the very best, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's the first thing. Before buying a solo ad, I can do that, And the second thing also, when you contact these people on Facebook, so there's another benefit that you can get some extra discount tip price rather than 69 cents, right?
Yeah.
For example, most of the time what happens is sometimes they have a slot available, right? Like on Tuesday, they have nobody else has booked on Tuesday, right? So they have a slot available. So for that day, they can maybe reduce the price like 10 cents or 15 cents for you because they have a slot going empty, right? So for you, they can give you that slot and give you some extra discount as well. So that is the great.
And when they do that, would you still buy through Udemy, for example, or would you deal directly?
So basically, most of the people, they have their own sales pages as well with a PayPal button on it, right? So if you go to them, like if you want some extra, extra discount, so they can give you their own, PayPal where they don't have to pay Udemy any sort of like, commission.
Yeah. So that you can kind of, it's a bit like in the old days, we used to go to eBay and then we contact the seller and say, do you want to sell it off eBay? But you're not supposed to do that. But of course, they're not having to pay their seller fees, and so they can give you a better deal, maybe.
Exactly. So the money they are gonna save from that, from Udemy, they're going to give you that kind of discount, right?
Yeah.
So you are happy, they are also happy, they are getting the orders, everyone is happy, right? So that's.
Excuse me. So is there also a chance that you could go to Khalid and you can say, "Hi mate, how you doing? I noticed you got 51% of your traffic is getting sales there. Did you spot an offer that was coming up a lot, that I could also send traffic to?" Would they tell you that sort of thing?
So basically what happens is, because if they have, first of all, they will not have one offer, right? Of course.
No, but I just, imagine if they said, well, actually, there was this one offer that every time I've sent it, would they tell you?
Honestly, of course, if you have a good relationship with the guy, tell you if you keep buying,
It is about developing that relationship, isn't it? Yeah.
He can do as many favors he wants. He can even drop the price 50% for you, right?
Yeah.
He can do anything. Yeah. It's all up to him. So I cannot say in on behalf of him that if he's going to do it.
No. Just curious.
Exactly. So, but maybe, yes, of course, if you have a good relationship, people are going to give you. And if you are their regular buyers, like you also have an email list where people buy from you regularly, right? So you try to give them some extra value, right, to your subscribers, right? So because you care about them because they keep buying stuff from you, right? Yeah. So the same thing, they will do it for you. That if you just buying, they are not only going to give you the discount, but also will give you some, tips also that, okay, this is the offer you can promote and some things like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's also a good thing. So in the front end, basically, we have included all this stuff. So now let me show you the particular offers, that kind of offers in internet marketing, what kind of offers I promote. So I'm heading towards now my Warrior Plus account, and you can see here's my Warrior Plus account. Let me just quickly go to the Warrior Plus
Nice figures
stats.
there.
Yes, actually, these days, since past 4 or 5 days, I'm not promoting any Warrior Plus product. I'm promoting product on Infusionsoft.
Oh, okay.
So it's like this.
Also
So here,
using solo ads.
yeah, of course,
Yeah.
because I have a similar email list, so I
Yeah.
multiple offers. That's the good thing about having an email list, because you are not limited to Warrior Plus or JVZoo,
No.
right? If you have a good offer, it doesn't matter what platform is it. Just start, sending people to that offer. So here I am inside my dashboard of Warrior Plus, and you
Unbelievable.
can see that
This is like every time you see this, you're like, oh my God, $15,000 from Cartel.
Yes, so this is the offer I used solo ads, and okay, I will be completely transparent with all of you guys, right? That all money that I've made, it's $15,000, right? And I won 3 of those competitions as well inside there. So you can add 3 grand extra for the competitions.
Wow.
So overall, I made like 18 grand. But there's one more thing I would like to add here, that even though those 18 grand I made, those are not my real profits, is because I spend some money on solo ads as well to buy that kind of traffic, right? So I roughly spend around $4,000 on the traffic that I got. And even
you
though
made 18,000.
Exactly. So it's still like 300% ROI, right? So
it's unbelievable. And I'd just like to say as well to anyone that's watching this now, don't think that, you got to spend $4,000 when you first start out. What Zeeshan is doing is testing. He'll test some clicks here, test some clicks here, test some clicks here. And if something converts, he'll then start adding more to that one that's converting. If it continues to convert, he'll scale it up. And if you can get to the point where you can spend $4,000 on solo ads, but you earn $14,000 in commissions and prizes, that's unbelievable. I would spend $100,000 on solo ads and be more than happy to get $250,000 back.
Actually, yeah, actually, there's another good thing about this is that these are not like one-time offers for me, right? It's because time to time, like for example, next month, if I have nothing to promote, I can take this offer again and drive the traffic again to this offer, right? So and maybe
that's another question I was going to say. How does it work? Because obviously we know in this game, typically there's a launch, everybody hits it, and then after that we move on. With this solo ad strategy, can you come back to an offer like Cartel and hit it again, and the people have not seen it because they're not in our little circle? Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you this thing that you will be surprised. So when you go on the front end sales page of our offer, of our invisible offer, right? You'll see the number that is $14,000 in 3 days, right?
Yeah.
But you can see it's 15,300, right? So it's at that time it was 14,000, right?
Yeah.
But now we got the $1,000 of $1,500 sales more coming in, right? So it means that I keep promoting it time to time and keep adding and keep increasing the commissions, time to time. So it's not like a one-time offer, because take it this way. People who you are buying solo ads, right? They also keep adding new list, and new people into their list who never seen this offer before, right? So if you're going to buy it later on, that doesn't matter to them, that if the offer is like new or old or whatever, they only care about the offer, right?
And I think that's the exciting thing, isn't it, Zeeshan? Because where the solo ad guys are getting their buyers from are not from the same place that me and you are getting our buyers from, because they're using all the other strategy, Facebook ads and YouTube advertising, Google ads, and probably display advertising and native ads, all sorts of things in order to build their list, pulling from the the millions of people across the world who really want to know how to make money online. And the chances of them seeing these offers are very, very slim. So if you find one that's working, you can, in theory, keep coming back to it.
Exactly. So that's a good thing about solo ads, is like there's no shortage of traffic out there, right? There are hundreds of vendors out there, and each of the vendors can easily send you 1,000 clicks, in a day.
Yeah.
So it means that if you have a winning offer, it's up to you that how much you want to scale. Like if I want, I can scale it up. This offer is converting very well, so if I want, I can scale up to maybe $100,000 in next 6 months, right? So it's totally depend on me. Like that's a very different mindset. And this is a mindset that I've seen of many people that they are around this space, that people think that when the offer is the launch is over, the offer is over. It's not like that. The offer will always be a evergreen if it's converting, right?
Yeah.
Because when new people are coming in, they haven't seen the offer, they will buy it,
Yeah.
And that's most of the people do the mistake that once the launch ends, they stop promoting it. I'd never do that. If I see any offer is converting, I keep promoting it time to time, like every once in every 2 months. I keep promoting throughout the year, and I keep getting extra money with the offer. So
yeah, and you're always using the kind of invisible strategy to do that, right?
Exactly. It's because the very good thing about solo ads is that you see the sample opt-in page, right? There's no name written on there that who a person don't know that if he's opting in, on whom list he's adding up, right? So he don't know. So it doesn't matter if Zishan is sending them the email, or Trevor is sending them the email, or any random guy Bob is sending them the email. Is because they don't know, so who's at the back of that. So that's why you don't have to. That's a good thing about this invisible training that we have made, that you don't have to be a person who need to record the videos and be in front and do the branding and stuff. You don't need any kind of that kind of stuff. And being from a country where English is not a primary language, so for me, making videos is very hard, and also my grammar is not that good too, so I'm very bad in copywriting.
You're doing pretty well today, mate. On that note, actually, do you ever send the traffic to a review page with bonuses, or do you always send it just direct to the sales page?
Always. I never, in my entire life, I've never made a review video of any product.
So you never do any bonuses. So none of this has had no bonuses have been offered for any of this. It's unbelievable.
You can imagine that if I'm sending traffic to the bonus page and then it's redirecting to the final offer, the hops will be very less.
Yeah.
The hops here are 7,300 clicks. It means that people are going right away to the offer page. I never use bonus pages or something, because take it this way. If I'm getting the traffic from solo vendor, right, then I have an opt-in page. Then I use another bonus page. Then in the end, I send them to the offer page. So it's a very, it's a very
long drawn out process. Yeah. You just want to get them straight there and hook them in and get them spending their money.
What I want is when they just enter the email and press the sign up button, I want them to see the sales page right away. That's it, without reading anything. So when they see the sales page right away, there's a high chance for me to get the sale, right? It's because that's how it works. And you can see this is not only just one offer, and it's another offer of Jonah. I've given him 400 sales, and another offer. This is Tom E's offer. I promoted last month, and I generated $6,000. This is another Tom E's offer, I think 2 months before I promoted. Then these are Mark Bishop offers. You can see I jumped in like 2 days before closing, and then I made like this kind of sales. So yeah, it's pretty much working with all kind of offers. It really again depends on you that how much you are willing to spend on solo ads, right? How much you want to scale. It's totally up to you. It's no different than other traffic source. Like on Facebook, when we go on advertising, we decide our budget, right? That is the much I want to spend per day, right? Like I want to start with $100 a day, not more than that, right? So the
Yeah.
same thing goes with solo ads. There's no difference. Like I just go there and buy $100 worth of solo ads and it gives me 40 cents per click. The same thing goes with Facebook and Google ads and Bing ads, you know. So it is no different. There's a misconception that solo ads are different. It is nothing. It is similar like that. And it is way more easier than Facebook and Google ads is because you don't have to worry about the compliance issues that your ad is compliant or that thing, because most of the time
it certainly sounds a lot simpler. Yeah, it does.
So you just only have to pick up the offer, go to the seller, give the offer link to the seller, and then wait and sit back and see the people entering into your list and going into your sales page. And if you are getting sales, you can keep paying money more and more and more and keep scaling the process as long as you are keep making money.
So, and you get in this list, right? So you send the traffic, go to the opt-in page, you're getting them on your list. They're going straight over to the offer. They're hopefully buying. But then you're going to kind of follow up on the autoresponder, right? You're going to send them an email the next day that says something like, did you take a look at it, or something like that?
Yeah, so this is the thing that we all marketers already do, right? For example, when we are promoting an offer, we have a pre-sale email, then we have a live email, then we have some, reminder emails, and then we have a closing email, right? So we always do this kind of sequence. So the same thing I do here as well. Of course, I don't do pre-sale or something. I just directly do the live sales page email. And then what I do is I make sure that all of them get one email reminder every day. So what I do is I schedule the email every day, one email, and make sure that at least they get my emails like 3 times of the particular offer. So if they opt in today, like Thursday, I'll make sure they get an email of the same product again on Friday, again on Saturday, again on Sunday. Then from Monday, what I'm going to do, I will not stop mailing them, okay? But I will change the offer. So because they already have seen the offer maybe once or twice, right? And they are not interested. So why I have to, just bug them with that, right? So all I can do is simply change the offer, similar kind of offers in the same niche, but of course, different vendor or different angle or different product. And then maybe they are interested in buying that. So
and see which one is converting for you with that list. Yeah. Exactly. And you would use, so your email that goes out, once they've joined your list, right? So vendor opt-in page over to the offer, they're now on your list. Your email that goes out to them, the clickable link there, you're going to use like a pretty link or something, or maybe ClickMagick, so that you're in charge of where it's going. It isn't like a Warrior Plus link through to that offer. It's your link that you can control, right?
Yeah, so what we do is basically people have 2 options. Okay, first one is the free one again, and second one is the paid one, right? So first one is the free one, is the pretty link, right? So if most of the people, almost everyone has a WordPress blog, right? These days they use WordPress, and there's a plugin called Pretty Link, and that link allows you to cloak any link. You can put your Warrior Plus affiliate link inside that, and it's going to give you a pretty link with your blog name in there and the particular offer name as well. Then you can give that particular link to the solo ads vendor, right? And so there are 2 benefits of that. First, your link look good, like it's a structure of your link is look legitimate with your blog or something, right? And the second thing is that you can do all the tracking, like how many clicks sellers have sent you. You can see in your Pretty Links dashboard that, okay, you get these clicks, and from which countries you are getting the clicks. You can also see that inside your Pretty Links dashboard, right? Because it's so detailed there. So that's the first thing. Second thing is the paid service, which is the ClickMagick, and people can use the ClickMagick service as well. It's also a very, very, very useful service for link tracking. And most of the solo and vendors and people who keep buying solo stuff, 99% of the people use ClickMagick for that. And there's a reason they use it for that, is because the stats there are like, update very quickly, that's very fast. So of course, if all the newbies, if they're starting out, they don't need to have a ClickMagick. When I got started, in first 6 months, I didn't have any clue what ClickMagick was. Okay. So, but I still was, making some money. So when you plan to scale some campaigns, right? Like planning on spending $4,000 on a campaign. So that's where suggest you to have a ClickMagick kind of service is because that there's no downtime there, and your link will be pretty fast, redirect fast, track every single thing. So yeah, for scaling purposes, ClickMagick is the best. But for initial starting out, PrettyLink is the best thing.
Yeah, I think I'd agree on that. I've used ClickMagick in the past. I don't have it at the moment, but I would happily pay for it again if I decided to scale this up, which is what I'm looking to do. Just one other question on the subscribers. All of the subscribers that you're getting, say you might buy from maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 different vendors, they're all coming into one particular list, right? And that list you continue to mail, but you swap out the offers. So it's kind of like just an ongoing thing. This is like one solo ad list that you're building. You might clean it down a bit, get rid of unopens, but you're always using the same. It's all coming into the same pot and going back out. Is that correct?
Yeah. So basically, I use Aweber. I already shown inside the front end training as well that I use Aweber for the email capture and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so what we do basically is when I drive traffic and I get the list inside my autoresponder account, which is Aweber, I keep cleaning the list, make sure that I am not emailing to those people who haven't opened my email within past 30 days, right?
Right.
So,
okay.
So I just remove
so it's quite
those
aggressive,
people.
Isn't it? Because you know that you can add to them at will.
Exactly. There are two benefits of that. First, if you are removing those unopened people who are not responsive, you will find that your email deliverability will increase. You will hit inboxes more. Is because that's because take it this way. Google, because most of the people are Gmail users, right?
Yeah.
If you scroll through your list, you will find 60% of the people are from Gmail, then 20% from Yahoo, 10% MSN, and this kind of things, right? But 60% of the audience is Gmail audience. And if you talk about Gmail, so Google has an algorithm that it sees that people, if I'm sending email, how many people are opening the email? How many people are interested? And how many people are not interested. So if I have more people that are not interested, my emails will start going to spam. It's because most of the people are not interested. So Google will take my email and send it to spam. If I'm sending to less people, only those people who open my emails regularly, so Google will see, okay, that these are very important emails, is because people are engaging to those emails. So my inboxing will increase, that I will always hit the inbox. That's the first benefit. Second benefit is if I'm deleting my old list that is not responsive, so I'm going to save my Aweber cost, right? It's because I have to pay more money for getting, garbage subscribers in there that doesn't even respond, right? So my autoresponder price will be reduced too. So these are the two benefits.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And the more I think about it, the more sense it makes. So we talked earlier on when you and I were just chatting about when I launched Pimper, which was in 2017, March 2017. So it's coming up to, 2 years. And there are people on there that have never, ever opened a single email ever from me. There are like hundreds. I think there's like over 400 people who have never opened an email from me. And I'm thinking now, as you're talking, well, that's no different to my experience with solo ads. And I thought that they were my buyers, my valuable buyers, but there's a dead portion in everything that you do. So with this strategy of buying solos, going into your account, if they don't open, get rid, that leaves you with just the people who are open, engaged, interested, and likely to buy. And if you continue to do that, then you've got a healthy list that's always being refreshed. Now this is making a lot of sense because it's nothing like I've ever thought of doing solo ads before, and I can see why you're getting success with this.
Yeah, so there's one more concept I would like to share with people because I think it's going to be a valuable information for people.
Thank you.
Is that most of the people, when they opt in, or even they buy from JVZoo or Warrior Plus, they use the secondary email, not the primary email. So everybody has, like, I have a Gmail account, I have a Yahoo account too, I have a Hotmail account too. But my main attention is always on my Gmail account. Yahoo and Hotmail accounts, I don't give much attention. Maybe I open once a month those accounts. So for when people buy, most of the people use, some people, I cannot say most, but some people use the secondary emails. So those secondary emails, we call it spam traps. So basically those are spam traps is because people have no attention there. and they are unresponsive addresses that are only taking space inside your list and nothing else. And when you have these kind of addresses a lot, so that way Google thinks that you are spamming people and sending people the content that they are never interested in for, right? So these are called spam traps. So you must make sure that you keep killing those or cleaning spam traps, you know.
Yes, yes.
So that way, when you keep doing it on regular basis, you will find that not only your open rates will increase, because the Google will see that only you know, if he's sending to 1,000 people, 500 people are opening. It means it's super responsive list, right? So that not only Google will give you the higher inbox rates, but also your autoresponder prices will reduce too, and your autoresponders will also give you their best IPs to, so that you get, you know, maximum exposure. Because sometimes what happens is, most people don't know, if you have most of the time when you are emailing and your emailings are not hitting the inbox, so sometimes autoresponders from the back switch you to a bad IP. You know, where, yes, it happens. And because they see that this guy doesn't have much engagements on his emails, probably he's spamming, but they cannot delete you or they cannot ban you, is because they will lose a paying customer, because you are a customer. So what they do is they move you from good IP to a bad IP, and that way you also cannot hit the inbox. So you have to make sure that you keep cleaning your autoresponder to get all these benefits.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm thinking now about my account and about all those emails and what you just said there, the spam traps, and you know, because it was baffling me. Yeah, thanks, Zeeshan, so much. This has really been an absolute eye-opener. I'm really excited about the whole thing. It's been really, really lovely talking to you today, and I really appreciate you sharing the insights that you shared with us. I know that my list are going to get a lot of value out of this. And once again, also on launch day, you've done this, which is unbelievable. I feel a bit cheeky for asking you to do it on launch day, but I'm so glad that you did. So thank you very much. And I think we'll leave it there. Anything you'd like to say before we close?
Yeah, I would like to just mention, first of all, I would like to say thank you so much for having me again.
Oh, it's been an absolute pleasure.
I enjoyed talking to you and your subscribers, and I'm hoping that from this training they might get some real value, because we try to answer as many questions as possible to make sure they get the stuff all clear before even they get started, right? And I would like to mention that inside, when they see the interface here, when they log in to Invisible, I would like to suggest them to go through each training, very deeply. Don't try to, skip the trainings, because most of the people, they are in hurry. So what they do is they just, fast forward the videos, and, they just go to directly to the last video and the first video. So it's just like, this is most of the time is like one of the things that comes between in their success, right? So I just want to make sure that they go through everything. Also, one thing I would like to mention, that here, if they go into the training, for the videos that I've created, I have included the PDF version of that training as well. So that means that not only they are just getting the videos, but I have created a PDF for them as well, to make sure they just get everything what I've explained. I have put together in PDF form with images there and everything. Fantastic, to make sure that they don't miss any part. You can see I have explained everything in details here, to make sure that they don't miss any part. I don't want them to miss anything. So I try to bring the maximum value for them. So yes, that's pretty much it for me. And once again, thanks for having me on the show. I really enjoyed talking to you, and I hope to see you soon.
Thanks, Zeeshan. Yeah, I really appreciate it. And I'd just like to say on a closing note that I get a lot of emails from my tribe, saying, I've tried this, I've tried that, nothing works, etc. And what I always say to them is, did you go through the entire course, and did you implement absolutely everything right to the end? And they will say, well, not quite. And then I say, well, just go back and do that then, you know, because seriously, you've listened to Zishan today, you've seen the proof. I'm going to tell you that I've had conversations with him offline as well that has concreted my belief in this system. I'm very, very grateful for what Zishan has shared here today. And I would just say that if you go through the training that he's got there and you test this out and listen to what he said there about that really important thing about those unopens over 30 days. Don't just think that you're going to go and get some subscribers, you don't get any sales and you give up, right? You test the different vendors until you get the result. As soon as you start getting a bit of a result, then you move on with that vendor, but you still need to do your own work. And that is to keep that list clean, to keep that open rate up. So you've got that engagement there so that moving forward, everything is going to be much more powerful. So this is not something that you can say, well, it didn't work for me, when you just literally bought one solo ad for 100 clicks, you got some subscribers, you didn't get any sales. Zishan started there. You've heard him say that today. You know, that we try these things, but far too often we give up far too early. And it is just a matter of being persistent and keeping at it, and you will get the results in. Zishan, thanks so much for your time. Very, very grateful. I wish you all the best with the launch, and I'll speak to you soon, mate. Take care.